So, yes, this is going to be the week 5 recap of Gman. This week we are going to focus on Division 2. And because of that, I believe we are going to start on Division 3. I don't remember how we did it last time. Viking Cop is here with me.
Hello,
Infinite
guys.
Pink is missing again. I think he's dead. He died like 3 weeks ago, came back for 1 week, and then died again. So yeah, we're going to start with Division 3, and I see Hangzord, Hindus, and Squiggy in the chat, so
Yeah, and
that's
I
nice.
just posted the announcement like 10 seconds ago. That is impressive.
Yes. Dedicated viewers.
Yay, love that.
Let's go. What did we have last week?
Hmm.
The Underworld lost. Aw. You probably should not have banked on the Underworld.
Well, I kind of like this underworld teams that we have in Division 3. Two of them, I think. Two of them? No, one of them and one is in Division 2.
Yes.
But the one in Division 2 looks more dangerous. This one, we acknowledge that they were going to struggle against the Mousekeaters.
You still said they are
Mousekeaters.
going to win.
I did. Okay. I was feeling like optimistic, maybe.
Yeah.
Metal, good evening. Hello.
But I think the Rats got a level up on one of the gutter runners, but it seems like they didn't pick it up yet, which is annoying. Probably going to be sprint.
With movement 10 and two heads, I would say yes. Because you have a natural one turner, and this is so dirty that I want to vomit. Yes, sprint it is.
Makes sense. Viking Cop approves. Uh, ooh, no, no,
Wow, what
no! But we love him
bad
so much.
bad day for Gerard. Oh, uh,
I
I
think
think
he's dead.
I think he's keeping it.
Really? Like, I agree that it's so fun to have one, but like, after you dive the cage, he just like dies
Bah,
instantly.
it's a goblin. Who cares? It's clear that he has no upper rights.
Yeah,
Probably,
that's
probably,
given.
probably. Oh, what a pity. Oh, that's not nice. We are sad for the injury in Gerard the wrong way.
Yeah, that was not the way.
No, he was not the way. Definitely.
Oh, it actually
Okay.
stays on week 5. How nice.
We we wish JP Casey better luck in the next games because we love underworld teams.
Yes, we do. Also, not too surprisingly, Ceramon lost to Mr. Seanman. I don't think he induced Big Rat, even though he could, which is frustrating, but what can we do about it?
Big big rat, best rat.
Yes, the best
Oh,
on
you
earth.
see, another one turner.
Yeah, but he's been here for a while, and we want him dead as well.
Yes, of course. Very, very dead.
As dead as it gets. Samuel maybe was able to. No, I think the team is the same. Let's see. Only one injury on Rats. That has to hurt.
Ooh, boo, weak. It happens sometimes,
Yeah.
but
He,
it
he
sucks when it
wasted all
happens.
the luck against Andy Davo the week before
Yeah,
that.
possibly. This is Nuffle asking for some payback, indeed.
Yes, Samoa won against the Amazons. I did not expect that one.
No, we did not because there was a significant lack of tackle in the Chaos team, as far as I remember. Of course, if you just roll pause, who cares about tackle, right?
Indeed. Also, 90 blocks total in that game. That's
Nah.
that's insane.
Oh, look at this. Out of 46 blocks for the Amazons, zero
No remove.
chaos
Yeah.
and no injuries. This really sucks.
Probably one injury to the Chaos from Deathflow, because Deathflow is
Death
OP.
floor. Death floor, best floor.
The hero we need. But yeah, that probably was a very frustrating game for the Amazons, just
Yeah,
not being
possibly.
able to do any damage because like the Amazons did have Mighty Blow.
Yeah, the
Like,
Git Stompers are quite a killy team themselves.
like 46 blocks is a lot. Probably a lot of pushes and just bad rolls on the injury.
Hmm.
Squiggy is here for spicy memes, and you're definitely at the correct place.
Of course, we have the meme lord
Yeah,
driving this car.
yes. Yeah, I don't see much
Ah,
advantage.
there's a tackle, actually.
Yeah, there was
I
one tackle, and he,
Yeah,
he was
tackle,
the one
claw,
that
mighty
got
blow,
death floor.
super killer. Oh, really?
He got death floored, and
Ah, okay.
did he die? No, he didn't. Oh, you
No.
disappoint me, death floor. Next one, unsurprisingly, really, I watched the match. Like, Random Boy lost to Andy 2-0, and the Div 1 Thrall died and got the MVP, which is
Oh,
poetic,
disgusting.
really, because Random Boy is not going to Div 1 right now.
No, not right now.
Like, he definitely tried to make it hard for Andy Davo, and I watched that match. He played well, but just the Dark Elves are that much stronger, and they
Yeah,
got.
can we have a look at the team from Andy?
Ooh, yes, it's a stupid Dark Elf
Yeah,
team.
1990. He's higher TV than some of the teams in Gman One. Oh, come on.
Well, that's not like
Uh,
Dreamify is like 1300.
yeah, but Dreamify is very dangerous with 13.
He
I,
is, but his
I can
TV is
tell
not
that.
high.
Look at these witch elves. They deserve to die. Runner, such a filthy amount of blotch everywhere. Yeah, this team is very good. Very, very good. Oh, Reef, we don't forget about you, of course.
We
That's
never
why I say
never
that if
forget to riff.
no, never forget about Black Pyramid. But
Yes,
yes, this team is looking too healthy. He
definitely.
needs
Well,
some gym and one medicine.
I will prescribe him some orcs for next season. We have four
Very
of them.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
random.
Good one, Metal. Good one. He will. He will. Be sure of that.
Definitely, I can promise you, I will. I will. Next match. This is one I actually watched live. Didn't cast it because it was like, nah, I didn't really want to, and I joined a little late. But Bainsley
Mhm.
actually drew against the Pro Elves and really smashed their face.
Ah, the Nordic doublets that you wanted to win.
Yes. He
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
nearly got the win. Like, that match was
50
insane.
blocks against elves.
Like, that
What
match,
happened in there?
like, Bainsley just destroyed the Elves. That match would have been won, because, like, a ball scattered randomly when it was 1-1 after Bainsley, like, smashed the ball carrier into the hands of an Wolf that would have leveled with the touchdown. And then, like, there's one elf on the pitch. The elf goes for the cage dives, gets double power on the red ice inside the cage, and the Nordic Nooblets just failed to pick up twice and ended
Uh-huh.
up not scoring to take that game. Like, definitely an interesting one to watch if the VOD is still on. Bainsy got a lot of SPP from that still with all the injuries. Quite a bit
Well,
on Bjorn. He's actually getting close to legend now.
yeah, because he got like 15 or 17 fantasy points also. So he's been featured, or he's going to be featured
Yeah,
in
he
the
injured
next
four
Gman.
guys. Now,
Well, good job, Bjorn.
yes.
We approve.
And this is how the opposing team looks after the mess. He he killed like he killed
Oh,
quite a lot of guys. This guy I believe is niggled as well.
oh, oh,
That's
no
only an
bueno.
MNG, but like the team is completely smashed after that match.
Well, he will need a game to recover these two pieces. And then, well, he has a lot of cash, so he can buy new ones if he needs, or some fodder for the line of scrimmage. Well,
Yeah, a lot of loners. He's going to have six loners? No, not six, four loners. I don't know how
for
to count.
loners. But for loners, for the elves are perfect for the loss, so not a real problem.
the next opponent is going to have to be very happy not seeing the
Yeah.
silly catcher in the match. Also, Metal, it would be really weird if your misses would like. I'm 18. That would be really weird.
Oh my god.
Don't die, Viking Cop. Don't die. I already lost Pig.
Yeah, no, Pink is temporary unavailable. He
Ooh,
will be back. So
the
what do we have now?
Drop Dead Gorgeous won against the Revolutionary Corpses.
Yay! I'm happy about this.
The
It
Necro,
was
for once, not getting completely smashed, I think.
Yeah, it was time for Crowdog to get some good
Not
result
the right
this
match.
season.
Ooh, quite a lot of blocks as well. Pretty even on injuries.
Pretty,
A lot of KOs for the Camry.
yeah. So I may guess that the Necro were low on numbers most of the game, but still they managed to win. So big props to them. And they did not lose anybody this time. Amazing.
Also, maybe they had the money to get like babes because of inducements, which really ruined
Oh,
the
I
KOs.
see a lot. Were these perms in this team before
Those
also?
perms were existing because they didn't play the
Okay,
match next week,
I didn't remember.
and I have not seen damage on the Necromantic, which is nice because he's been on a death roll.
Yeah. Does he have some cash to start buying the the zombies that he's not able to get from other teams?
Yeah, he's not good at killing really. He lost his
Mm,
one of the wolves, which hurt.
yeah, but he scored, so that's nice. And the other wolf is 2 SPPs from leveling. That's not so nice. The golems are very nice, are very close to level 2. And the positionals, 2 wides, one with bloods is nice. So
Oh,
he only needs some bench and some better luck in his next games.
yeah, both of them will be good. He can get one zombie to make a bench, which is nice.
Metal is making very, very bad jokes. But the
Yeah,
one from yesterday, I enjoyed a lot.
it's the same one. That
Uh,
was such a weird pun, and it was so bad.
yeah, it was so bad that it was really funny. Okay, and then Absolute Disaster lost against Brutal Deluxe
Yep.
because Brutal Deluxe can be very brutal when they want to,
Yeah,
with 16
the
armor breaks, killing one elf. Oh,
lot of damage, really low damage from the Dark Elves, considering
yeah,
40 blocks with more blocks than the humans.
yeah. I want to see which dark elf died.
Well, this team was really beaten up coming to this match. Ooh, please no Nigel. No Nigel. Hooray! The witch is not dead.
Boo!
Well, I would really
Family.
feel bad if they lost another key player because they lost the Mighty Blow Witch like 2 weeks ago. Like this team took a lot of beating. We expected them to lose because of just being so many men's down, missing a
Well,
lot of key positionals.
there are a lot of teams that are losing 1, 2 players per week. Yeah, in Gman 1, for example.
Yeah,
Oh, he lost the Bloods lineman. That also sucks, to be honest.
yeah. That's
Bloodline.
that's
Yeah,
also the bench gone for the future.
yeah. PT, and MNG in Katrina. Okay.
He can take that and Doc Mark.
And 3 level ups for the humans. Oh. Talking.
Like now, this team is really good. It was like pretty good to start with, but with 2 level ups, I'm not sure what he will get. Probably guard here or pro,
Mm,
and
pro for the killer. I mean the typical choice. And then for this one, you can opt even to go for stand firm.
yeah, or maybe frenzy and then stand firm because you don't have a frenzy right now, and having frenzy is
Hmm.
nice. Really depends on your playstyle. Some people like frenzy on the killer. I don't like it, but frenzy wouldn't be a bad choice on the killer if you know how to play with it.
This team looks really nice.
It
Ah,
does.
1930, yes. They also need some Gman medicine.
Yeah, I'll prescribe some orcs. It always works. Outside.
Always works. Maybe Orc will work.
So yeah, this means Steve and Andy Davo are both at the top with 4-0-1.
Hmm.
I'm slightly surprised to see the Chaos doing so well. But then again, they took that win against the Amazon, which is definitely an important match to take when they are, at least I think so, unfavored so hard in that matchup.
Hmm. Yeah, there are a lot of teams in a narrow margin of points in the top area, up to 6 teams
Yeah,
with just a 2 point difference. Yes.
the two Skaven, the humans, the Elven Union, the Chaos and the Dark Elves. It's definitely going to be a massive fight between them all.
Very
The
nice.
Amazons and the Nergal definitely still have a chance to climb their way up. But below that, it's going to get a little bit tough. You need to win all
Mm.
the games.
Yeah, because there are only 2 playoff spots for Division 3, right?
I think there are three playoff
Oh,
spots,
three.
so
3 is nice.
yeah, three is definitely nice. So yeah, Division 3 advancing safely. Not too much blood, but a lot of the elf teams are starting to feel the pain. Like
Yeah.
both Mr. Ladybug and Thomas T are definitely feeling the pain of being elves. Andy Davo like completely ignores the fact that he is elves and has like 13 man roster, and someone
Yeah.
needs to fix that.
No orcs in this division.
Yep.
Ah.
You know the Division 1 is the only good division, because only Division 1 has orcs. Speaking about Division 1, I believe we should move onwards to me being super happy about completely destroying Sage.
Yeah. Like half an hour ago.
Yes. So, first match, we saw this last week as well. There was a draw between the Undead and the Filbo, which okay for both.
I've seen three.
Kinda. Hmm?
I've seen 3 expulsions for the undead. That means that there were a lot of fouls that game. I approve. 3 expulsions and 2 expulsions. Yes, this should
Like,
have been a really really fun game.
yeah, lot of like all the fouling. Not surprising, really, considering both coaches like fouling and both teams
Yes,
like fouling.
random boy. I'm sorry. You lost. You missed your game. We briefly mentioned that you put up a good fight against Andy Devo, but his team was too powerful.
Yes,
So 1-1 in this game is not really helping any of these teams because they really need to shine in the fight, in the underdog fight.
yes.
Let's call it like that.
Because I'm not saying that
Oh,
undead are.
the undead lost 2 players also. Come on,
Ooh,
wanna check this?
yes, we look at the team, but like I'm not going to say that the undead are expected to be relegated, but the undead are probably expected to be relegated considering how undead do in Division 1. So this is definitely a match you need to have won if you don't want to get relegated.
No, he lost a guard zombie.
No, goals are fine, and
Could have been worse.
yeah, didn't lose anyone crucial. Philbo, let's look at Philbo's team. Philbo doing pretty much the same.
Yeah, two
Maybe
level
this
ups for
block is new,
Philbo also. Yeah, two in he got black block in a black orc,
and the new
and
guard
in
guy.
Duke Rob he also leveled and got guard. So yeah, these orcs are shaping nicely.
Yeah, just needs like to level Duke Hans for block and guard on the less Duke, and that will be pretty solid. For the next match, we had the Ravenclaws taking the bye week. A well fought match.
Well done, Gaudi. Well done.
Well done. Following up, T got really beaten up by Manusatra and his orcs. And this is like where it's a little bit of like the same of what we had in playoffs 3. Got Orcs first match, and he just got completely outbashed, which
Yeah,
makes
he
sense.
tried
It's Orcs.
to play orcs in the bash, human bash style, and it really backfired.
Yeah, he didn't try too much bash this time, but I don't think he tried to capitalize on his agi too much, and he gave the Orcs a lot of opportunities. And the Orcs just like went and punched his face, which is the Orc thing to do, really.
Yeah, nothing unexpected. So what happened? Mark the Third died, and then nothing. Two level ups for uh, for Manu Satra, meaning that I will struggle a bit, maybe, against him tomorrow.
No,
Mm,
you will probably murder him completely.
yeah, I think that Chaos versus Orcs is a one-way kind of
Yeah,
game.
like Chaos
Oh
never
wait,
wins that
no.
matchup. That doesn't make sense that you lose that matchup against Orcs. But before we reach that, uh, Metal drew against the High Sails and Venachars, which are Venachars, Wood Elves. Have you seen that match? Because I did watch it
No,
mostly.
no. These last days I have been really busy in the office, so couldn't really catch up with all the games. I got some summary from Metam himself.
For on the podcast.
Yes,
Because
in fact, yesterday in the podcast. Now I remember. And yeah, it sounded like a really fun game.
yeah, uh, I watched it live, and I definitely complained to Metal that I felt like he at least in the first half after Venture scored quickly, he a little bit committed too much to the LOS. So like the ball carrier was on his own after picking the ball up and quite in the back because the kick was deep. And then like they would have just said we are going to create a massive screen between the ball and the team, and like the Agi5 wasn't enough. Like he made all the dodges but used the reroll and then failed the handoff to someone to get safe and went to nil down, but was able to save that match afterwards. And
Yeah,
MNG 3 and Longmonk Silver.
and Long Bong, eh? So these are two major players in this team. Who is playing
He's playing
Benatar
Sage,
next?
so like Sage will definitely need that help because Sage is not doing
Maybe
well.
Benatar is happy to have these players safe. Mm, I mean, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. He will have three loners.
Probably doesn't even get that much inducement if at all against
No,
Sage.
no, not after what you have done to Sage today.
Yes,
Definitely.
I really want to skip Metal Team, but he will kill me. So this
He
is
can't kill you anymore.
nonsense. Like
Oh,
this
this
is
is
nonsense.
nonsense.
This is nonsense. He fired all his rotters because he's getting the bye week. Because he's a dirty rat.
That's so funny. And who is playing metal next? Oh wait,
Yeah,
he's playing me.
he will have a lot of fun
It will
against
be
that.
a great game. It will be a
I
great
will
game.
definitely try to cast that if Haringzord is not around.
How much is the TV of Metal's team at the moment?
With no rotters in the bench, he's
2020.
2020. So you're going to get inducements. Like,
Probably.
yeah, you probably will get some, at least a bribe, which is nice. You can foul some abominations. You have a lot of them to foul.
Hmm.
Yeah, that team, like, if I had to define fair and like balanced, this would be how I would define it. Like, of course, this is how you define fair and balanced, and fun and interactive.
Fun and interactive, of course.
Yes. And next match, you lost to Dreamify, and
Yes, I
I'm sure
lost
you
to
want to talk
Dreamify.
about that.
Oh well, I got elfed. Damn it.
Ah,
It was
damn
very
those
fun game.
elves.
Yeah, the elves came to the pitch. The two superstars were hired for the game, both Hubert Rakarth and Roxana Darknail. And Roxana really carried the Dark Elves and gave them the game because basically she scored both touchdowns, I would say easily. And yeah, I mean, I could not really make or put a dent in the Dark Elf squad. I think my first removal came like in turn 4, first half, in my own drive. So that speaks a lot. I got some armor breaks at the beginning of the game, only stuns, and then when I was deep into his lines, I think I overcommitted a little, and the wizard made the trick for the Dark Elves.
A lot of armor breaks from you, considering the amount of blocks, but not a lot of removals to go with that.
Yeah, well, armor breaks were not in the highway, considering that I have 4 claw mighty blow and 3 of them with
Well,
tackle. So I
assuming
was,
that you roll like pushes, like it
yeah,
was 25% of the time, that's still
e-
like 2 out of 3 armor breaks.
yeah, and the armor breaks, I think like 5 or 6 of them are coming from fouls. So really, my team
Expulsions
dies.
should be the one bloating.
Yeah, one went out in the first foul on the game. Boom! My dirty
Oh,
player was sent
but
off.
damn it, ref.
Bad ref, bad ref. And I lost level 4 Beastman with block, guard, and stand firm to death floor.
Yes, we
Oh,
will
that sucked
look.
too. But,
It's
well, he got minus strength and Apo into death, so I was
kind
merciful
enough.
and gave him
Yeah,
the
you're
gift
not
of.
going to live the rest of your life. You're going to die.
Yeah, all players are going to die. So that was his last game.
Yep.
Bye bye. Still, the team looks nice.
Yeah,
So
the
I think that
team looks very
oh,
nice.
this player, this is my best player.
Yeah,
Metal, please don't kill him this time.
don't do it. Like, look
Yeah,
at that.
look at that. He's so cool. He's so nice. He only wants to play.
You need to get that on all of them eventually.
Yeah, no. If I keep developing Beastmen, I will add tail to a few more of them.
Yes. And let's take a short look at Dreamify's team. Still pretty beaten up. And the MNG on
Yeah,
his
I only
big guy.
MNG'd Emilia with a foul,
Like,
so not no real damage to his team.
double
So
niggled, only MNG.
yeah, probably is that he rolled a 1 in the winnings. No, he rolled a 2 and then re-rolled into a 1. It was kind of
Oh. Well,
yeah, when he needs.
yeah, he can't even get a blitzer back, which is really bad. Maybe he
That's
should
okay.
have
Next
kept the
game.
two just to get
No, but you,
100%
you
on the
you don't
blitzer.
keep a 2 once you have 1. You re-roll. I
Well,
mean, there's only one in 6 to get less money.
yeah, but if you need like exactly the two to get what you need, you don't want to risk the 1 in 6 because Nuffel is a very nice guy and rolls you a 1.
Well, that's really conservative.
Yes.
Coming from you, I don't believe that you would have done that.
Uh, Probably not just because I feel like he's missing the bench too much, but I definitely do it on some teams, especially when like it's like undead and I already have like all the positionals I need and like I just need one more zombie. And I prefer
Yeah,
to
well,
get the zombie consistently than like getting wrecked by dice.
on the other hand, being at such low, let's say, TV value versus higher TV values in opponents in Gman 1 means that he's going to get intense, and Dreamify is learning how to put these inducements into good use.
Yeah, he still has two loners, so 14, 60 practically. So not that low, but still very low on TV compared to pretty much everyone else outside of the undead.
How is the? We will see the Black Pyramid later. Yes, close to
Yes.
2 million. Yeah.
Oh, this
So,
match,
do you want to talk about it?
sure. I uh, uh, I won against Sage. It was really fun. Like Sage got 25 blocks, approximately 20 pushes.
Not counting rerolls
Yes.
into more pushes.
Yeah, not counting rerolls into more pushes. But yeah, I got really lucky against Sage. He got to receive, but like he injured some of my linemen. But I decided to keep the big bench like you said,
Hmm.
cause I was expecting to lose one, even though I didn't. And he did MNG one of my blitzers pretty early, but after that the damage pretty much stopped. And I just started bringing the pain to him. We finished the match with like him having 3 guys on the pitch, and I just decided not to foul them because that would just be mean. Like, I did get quite lucky on the first half to equalize. Sage scored quickly, but not that quickly, and like Knife Juggler, because he's like incredibly good at ball plays, like he caught the ball with the reroll used, and then like he dodged 3+ in 2 GFIs and made it, which is incredibly surprising considering how GFIs work for this team. But I believe we didn't fail a single GFI in that match, which was confusing.
What's impressive, I just joined the Sage's stream 2 minutes before that play. And when I saw the kind of play I went to try, I was thinking, okay, Gerber is going for GFIs again. Night Javeler is going to die. But no, he scored. Amazing.
Yeah, I made 8 GFIs in that game, which is 8
Eight
more
GFIs
than
and you
usual.
failed 0.
Yeah.
Gerber, you know you have spent all your good rolls of the season this game.
Or maybe the curse was lifted. Yeah, Knife Juggler not dying to a GFI was really nonsense.
Yes.
I probably wouldn't even have uploaded him just because like
I think
he's a bad player.
it is close to an illegal play.
Yeah, getting
So
closer to the
how's he
300,
looking? How many SPPs? 200 and what?
219, which is
Oh, that's a
about
lot.
50 too much.
And you have leveled another blitzer, and I
Yes.
think you should take the plus
Yes,
agility.
it is plus agility. I'm probably not going to take it, but I haven't
Boo.
decided yet. Proof. On the
Boo.
other hand, Sage didn't have a good match. He lost. Well, he lost the Wrestle Tackle Beastman, which was named after Viking Cop's wife, I believe.
No, no, no.
No,
That
LV is
is
Viking.
my
This is your
wife.
wife.
And
Oh,
then
she's not
now
dead. She's just armor
we have a
broken.
problem. Yeah, we have a problem
She's
because
not
I don't
dead.
have any issues with you kicking Sage's ass, but you
Well,
messing with my wife is another
she's
thing.
not dead. She's not dead. She's just like mortally wounded. Like it's Sage's fault for firing your wife. Sage should pay for that if he fires her.
I'm not buying that.
Well, I tried.
At least I will not get to kill my own my own wife once I play Sage,
You
unless
know
he
he's going to
hires
rebite.
unless he hires another beastman with her name. Okay, all things considered, how many players do the Slaughterers have? 11 only.
I believe they are down to 10. He bought one beastman to go to 12 against me, and he lost 2, so back to 10. But he can buy
Okay.
like 2 more for the next match to have a bench.
Yeah. Well, the Slaughterers have been on a death spiral for the entire season, I'd say.
Well, hangs on, I think like the misses are at fault here for messing with a pretty young guy.
You mean pretty young or pretty and young?
Both.
Aye.
Final match for Gman 1. We had Riff Cannon winning against the poor Uruk Haikus. But the MVP looks nice.
I think that there was a battering here.
Someone died.
Some orc died dead. Oh, and the orcs made 0 casualties again. Rift Cannon is using rubber armor again.
Yep.
Ah,
Good
illegal
strategy.
tactics. Illegal tactics. I love it.
Well, he got completely beaten by me like the week before.
Yeah. And
So
by T also. So this is kind of compensation, I
yeah.
guess.
Team still looks completely ridiculous and should all die. But
Oh yeah, look at all these stats.
well,
Wow.
like I'm okay with this guy. Caliphise is okay. The rest should die.
Well, I would also keep Stormbringer and Mirror Messiah.
I don't
But the
like
others
Mirror
can die.
Messiah. I don't know
You don't
why.
like Mirror Messiah?
I don't like him. Stormbringer
He
is
must die
okay.
too.
The rest should die. Just like bring the steamroll of Viking Cop.
Okay. Okay, I think that we need to make a pact and try
Yes.
to kill Rift's team.
Well, I already failed at that. Although I did kill a blodge lineman, I believe, and maybe a blitzer. No, I didn't kill a blitzer. He fired one of his own.
How is the positioning going? I mean the uh, classification.
Before that, we
We have
look at the
another game.
Uruk-haikus,
Ah, the
because
haikus.
yes, because
Who did they lose? Who did they lose?
I believe this guy. Yeah, no, he's not. He has been here, so probably a lineman. The Gobo is
Check.
alive, which is the only important piece on the field.
The Uruk haikus. The Gobo's alive. Everything's right.
Yeah, and they got a level up on a Black Orc for guard with the MVP.
That's
Still
nice.
pretty behind on guard, but having one is nice.
Oh, they lost a block tackle plus strength lineman. That
Ooh.
hurts. So
Well,
it was kind of a black orc with block and tackle and movement 5.
that's actually going to really hurt then.
Yeah, pity, pity.
No, team
Okay.
team really needs to rebuild. They lost too many players with losing a Black Orc and that guy, and the
Mhm.
Blitzer.
Pity.
Now leaderboards.
Looking nice.
Yes, definitely. Although you ruined the. Actually, I'm the only one that managed to remain with the perfect record of the recapper, which firmly proves that you and Infinite Pink are actually fakes. It doesn't remove the fact that being a recapper gives you a perfect record, because I have a perfect record.
Reef, we all love you. We only hate your team. It has nothing to do.
Yes.
Both things are perfectly compatible.
You're a nice guy. Your team should completely die in a
Yeah.
fire, but you can stay alive.
So let me have a look at the classification. We have 5 playoff spots for Gman 1 this season, and there's going to be a bloody ambitious fight for them because I don't count even if you allow it to me, even T can get to one of these up to this point.
Well, the only one really out of the competition is Bobby
Yeah,
Bintang.
because he has retired from the
Yes.
competition, doesn't count.
Well,
But
like some
yeah,
would argue that Philbo is out of the competition, but then you remember it's Philbo, and when Philbo wants
mm,
something, Philbo gets it.
oh really?
Yes,
Okay.
you
Maybe he
don't.
needs just a bit of motivation. And then, yeah. I would say that it's going to be complicated to guess who is going to be qualifying this season.
Yeah, it's getting a little
Yeah,
bit
and
messy.
I say, yeah, I agree with Harrison. This may be a good season for the Corsairs.
Yeah, it's a good start, and they fought some of the very tough opponents already. They got you and won. They lost to Sage, but they already got over that match. And who else did he get?
They won
Umi's
the Umis and
by week, which is
they
cheat, and the
yeah.
Uruk Haikus. So yeah, still a lot of orcs and meta left from the Bashir side of things, and most of the elf matchups, and Gaud is still left. So not going to be that easy, but they definitely have a chance, and it's a good start if they manage to actually build some players. I think they're going to do well. And Metal, I definitely agree with you that Sage is probably going to have a very tough time qualifying. I said that on my interview on the G manual, that I'm probably going to gamble on me, Gaudi, Viking Cop, because we were a perfect record at that moment, and U Metal and Drift Cannon, and that Sage was just not going to maintain his team and just lose because of that. And it really looks like it's going to be the reality right now.
Hmm. I wouldn't make an assessment until we have played at least 8, 9 games.
Well, we're pretty deep. Like 5 is about a third, slightly more. So we can say quite
Cool.
a bit. Like, I think at this point it's pretty safe to claim that I will probably have a playoff spot considering I didn't play the bye week yet. Because I'm technically on 6 wins then, so I need to win like 2 for to have 8 wins.
6 3 3 18. I think that if you win 2 games more, not counting the bye week, of course, you have
Yes,
made it.
yes.
So yeah,
So
you have it easy.
yeah, Gaudi also in a good spot. Like he did get his bye week, but his team is ridiculous. So and probably you Viking Cup as well. After that, it's going to be Messi, and who gets the first place, which is definitely valuable in Division One. It's going to be hard to determine yet, especially with like such a close fight between me and Gaudi and you Viking Cup, even with that dropped game.
Yeah, I honestly prefer. I would like to win the division because winning is nice and blah 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 blah. But one bad thing that I didn't like from winning the division last season was that I got a bye week in the playoffs, and that meant that I didn't play the carries for a week, and that was kind of boo.
Yeah, but like you got to not play with your rookie Camry against my rookie Pro Elves called the Orcs didn't work.
Boo.
Well, Orcs didn't work, but now it's working. So
They are working. They are working. Indeed.
yes,
So that's Division One.
main
Now
event,
let's go to the main event. Yes.
Division Two. What some people were waiting for. So yeah, Infinite Pink at the top. So still some pride for the casters and the recappers,
Yes.
but not too much. So let's go first on the week. Did you see the match between Pink and Hippie? Because I
I
casted
I
like
saw part of
a
it
little bit.
because it was casted. When was it? It was Hard Sword,
Yeah,
maybe.
Monday Night Rebel by
Yeah,
Hangzord, and
okay.
I joined rather
I
late.
know. No, 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 no. What I was doing was I was playing my game against Dream My Five, so I missed this.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
then the next morning during breakfast, I just switch on the tablet and join the recap or the repetition, the repeat of the game from Hard Sword's Twitch, and I was watching it. So apparently, most likely, uh, the the Chargers were going to win to my eyes. So I don't know what
Yes.
happened in the end.
The Chorf completely destroyed the Nergal. Like they brought all the pain, and like Infinite Pink just put enough of a defense to force like a dodge into a pickup, into a pass to a catch to a Bull Centaur, because that was the only way to score after he like dived like a pretty loose cage with his ball carrier two heads guy and knocked the ball out. And the scatter was really good in his favor, like going like 3 squares backward through the hands of Hippie's players. And like Hippie just tried, but the play failed on the pass, even though it was only a 4+
Oh, look
pass.
at that! There is an MNG in a rotor.
Yes,
That's amazing. This is going to cost a lot to
like
Infinite Ping for the next game.
probably can just insta concede the next game. He's not going to take that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like despite all the damage, he took it pretty well. Although
I
like
think he can simply replace him because he has 170k in the
yeah,
bank.
well he has 5 SPP, so you probably keep him because he's close to Dirty Player.
True, and he has already 2 dirty players. I approve.
Yes, and bench.
And
Bench,
a deep bench. That's nice.
the important thing in Blood Bowl. Hippie pretty much unscathed from that match, like Sleepy MNG, I believe. But he can definitely handle losing a single show because his team is really insane.
This is a really well designed team that has developed really nicely. He has a Claw Mighty Blow jump up, just waiting for piling on. He has another Claw Mighty Blow piling on Juggernaut. Another that's kind of unexpected. Guard Mighty Blow piling on. Well, I would have gone for the stand firm maybe.
Yes, I agree with Stand Firm, but I'm like a massive lover of Stand Firm.
Stand firm is OP. The problem is that it gets the floor to kill your players.
Like, you feel like it makes the players die more because you don't get the animation before they die. Because the Stand Firm removes the animation. So it's really like a shock when they die.
Yeah, I think that the developers of the game should solve that problem of some skills not showing animations, such as side step or stand firm.
Well, like it's really tough to make an animation that makes sense when you punch a guy and like you punch him, no, a
Ex-
knockdown, and he like
Excuses,
falls
excuses. No, no,
backward
nah,
towards
boo,
the guy
boo.
punching him.
No,
That's
no.
pretty incredible.
That's lazy programming work. We have a G in our community. We have somebody who really knows how to do this work. So we have Major Byte. If Major Byte knows how to do this, they should be able to do something similar at least. I mean, they're not
Just
going
like
to get
have a giant
such a
rebel
high
ball in the
quality
middle of the
level of,
field.
of, of bullshit as Major Byte, but I mean, at least some action, please.
It's
Cyanide.
just really difficult to make it
Le-
where it doesn't look really creepy, where he punches him and the other guy just goes through the punch.
Well, to be honest, I would be happy only if they could put real faces to the chainsaw star players.
Oh yeah, that's
So we
like a
will
must.
stop all of them from being goblins, please.
I
Oh my
really want to
goodness.
see Fez Glitch, the Skaven balls and chain, just because a line rat with a ball and chain is really stupid looking usually.
Yeah, with a
Uh,
big sensor
yes,
smoking or spelling fumes. Very nice.
yes, Metal pointing that we should maybe talk about the differences between his build and Infinite Pink. Pink,
Mm,
just he talked about it before. He likes two more controlling Nergal warriors and two killing
mhm.
ones, and that's how he builds the team. And you probably can argue that the Pestigors he have are more developed, but Metal has better warriors because he went for the kill route.
The carrier from Pink is also good, but the one from Metal is better because of bullshit agility 5.
Like,
Um, that Sucker Pestigor is nice also.
yeah,
And two dirty players are good. The Beast, I don't know how developed it is because
uh,
okay, because there are
quite
like a
developed.
million skills. He has block, he has break tackle, stand firm, and
I
guard. So
think the
it's
break
really
tackle
nice.
is new, and I don't fault him taking break tackle because you really don't have anything else on normals. But
You
it's
can pick grab. I think grab is a good option for
yeah,
the Beast of Nurgle.
I don't hate Grab. Grab is probably better than. Just because you really never want to dodge with the Beast of Nergal, it ruins the point. Like you can fail it, and why dodge away from players you are containing?
Mm. So what else?
Yes, next match we had BDSL taking a win against the Nostalgic Memory, which is Svaho taking down Lava Jackal. Dark Elves versus Pro Elves. I
The
think
pros
we
were the leaders of the div,
uh,
right?
uh I don't I think they were the leader of like the Pro Elves in the last division, in Division 3
Okay.
were the leaders. They definitely were not the leaders. It was probably Pink and JJ Cash
hmm
who yeah. I think we gambled on the Dark Elves in this one just because of the naturally favored matchup for Dark Elves and the Mighty Blow guys from
Yeah, I think
Spawn.
because of the mighty blow on tackle.
This
Yeah,
is also a pretty nice Dark Elf team.
it is. It is indeed.
Like, quite a lot of blodge and the pomp guy with tackle and a movement guy with tackle sidestep and of course blodge on everyone except this guy. On the other hand, Lava Jackal, I don't think he took any damage despite the pomp tackle. So this should be a fine
Not
time.
apparently.
Like you lost, but at least no one died. Also, actually no injuries inflicted, just KOs and a lot of
Amazing.
blocks. Might have been frustrating a little bit, but he won that game 1-0, so can't really complain with that result. The Wolves are still silly.
Really strong. 1760 with what is it, one bench, maybe?
No
Yes.
bench right now, but they
Oh.
have the money to buy two linemen and have
Mm,
some spare cash afterwards.
that's really nice. One dirty player. I strongly approve of this. Lots of blood also. Really nice looking team. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I think that about the dirty player is that if you don't get a dirty player on Pro Elves, you're doing it wrong, because they
Yeah.
definitely do dirty player a lot better than the other elves. Also, I
Well,
don't see a David
ten,
Bowie.
it's only 10k better than Dark Elves, to be
Yes.
honest.
Yeah, but like when you go to like a big roster of like 14 players and like 6, 7, 8 of them are linemen, that's like 80 TV less because your linemen are cheaper. And you can
Yeah,
afford
that's
to
true.
take like 2 dirty players because of that and still be
How
cheaper.
how many Bowie Elves do we have in this squad?
I spotted 0, so massive
Boo.
disappointment. 2 out of 10 team just because of that.
Boo.
Get your David Bowie on.
Yes, please.
Next match we had the Underworld drew against Wendor. Not surprising because of Wendor, but I
He's the king
think
of grass.
yes, I think he once again said Underworld is going to do it just because you really like Underworld.
Yes. I think they were close to doing it, but failed something. I read it somewhere. Don't
Uh,
remember.
MNG on one of the Mighty Blow Pestigores, but Wendor's team looking fine. I think the Agiap might be new on this Pestigore. A Claw Mighty Blow block
Mm,
Juggernaut with Agiap.
IG app. Why IG app?
Well,
Why no tackle?
yeah. I probably would have given him tackle on the instead of Juggernaut, and then like Agiap is fine.
Well, why not?
Yeah,
Not all players. Not all players must be the same. I mean,
Agiap is nice because like you can just dodge out and hit something else if you're based by someone you don't want to hit, or you just need to hit someone more important. Not too much SPP for
oh, look at these SPPs. No, no, for the underworld, I mean.
yeah, 4 injuries to 3,
Four
quite even on
injuries.
the blocks.
Ooh. Zero passes. Hmm.
Yeah, no one pass. Not many fouls, I assume.
No expulsions, boo.
Yeah, disappointing.
Yeah.
But when those teams still look nice, they didn't really take any damage from that, and they got some skills.
So let's see which are the difference between Pinks and Metal and Wonders team. Not anymore.
Hmm? Underworld.
And the other world.
I
This
don't
is looking
think
nice.
anyone was lost.
This is a really min-max team.
Well, they used to be like really silly and have like really good throwers, but they died very early. And I think the line rat, at least one of them, maybe even both of them were like also like wrestle or wrestle tackle, and
I
they
think, yeah,
also
there was a
died.
sucker somewhere.
Yeah,
Well, line rats die.
yeah.
You can't help that.
Well, everything dies on Underworld. You just hope the troll and the blitzers survive because they are the core of the team. They really
Yeah.
carry the team forward.
And there's
And
a blitzer with horns. It's nice.
I would have liked to see tackle, but he's pretty close to it by now.
Well, he already has tackle in one blitzer.
Yeah, but that
But
blitzer
tackle
doesn't
kilometer
have
blow.
bomb
Yeah, well,
for when
piling
you
nose.
really want an
Piling
elf there.
nose is overestimated, so don't worry.
Well, you wouldn't. You would have taken tackle instead of piling on.
And then guard or grab, probably yes. That's also my silly builds. So nice looking team. No bench, but
Yeah,
no,
no.
not enough time, not enough cash to buy another goblin. Pity. But he's going to get a lot of inducements
Well,
for his next game. So
this thrower, Fast Finger 2, is new. I
fast
so
fingers the second.
yes, and the other one is also pretty new. He lost quite a lot of the Skaven people in a short amount of time, which is expensive to replace.
Yeah, rats die.
Yeah, but the team is doing not bad overall, and he is 1-1-3, which is not too bad considering he's kind of an underdog in this division.
Yeah,
Best team. Like, random, not important thing. This is the best team ever created by man.
Who is the coach, I guess? Oh, yes.
It's the one and only.
Oh, come on. So fun.
So yeah, next match, Ken took a 2-0 victory on poor Major Bite. Not
Oh, major bye.
surprising match. Ooh, 50
What happened?
blocks.
50 blocks. Yeah, if the Norse give 50 blocks to their opponent, they are going to die.
Yeah, they
7 KO,
expect.
5 injuries. Wow, oh, bloodbath. Oh.
Someone died on Ken's team. I would like to know who.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check.
I think it's one of the Chorfs that died because there is
Oh,
a
come
rookie
on,
one.
Alf. The Norse is in a 0-0-5 streak. That's pretty bad.
Ooh,
So who died this time?
I assume it's Pikaxi Ko Boris because he was replaced.
Wait. Is this the game? No, it was a Chorf blocker who died
Yes, yeah, I have
with
spotted
Mighty
that.
Blow. With Mighty Blow. But then there is an MNG, two MNGs, three MNGs
Oh, we
for the
will see that
Norse.
in a bit.
One of them with a movement bust. The Ulfwerener with block and Mighty Blow. Now it's movement 5. Oh, pity. That sucks.
Yeah. Not a lot of changes, despite all the SPP for Ken, but like 3 of the Mighty Blow guys are really close to level up now. Just 1 injury away. So, pretty promising for the future, getting more stand firm. And I would really like to know what he takes on the guard Mighty Blow stand firm guys if he rolls normal.
Mm, mm,
Grab.
what do you take? That's a good question.
Like, grab is not too bad, but like you don't have many good options anymore.
No. No. I'm trying to think. You can't go for frenzy with a movement. You can go for frenzy,
Yeah.
but it's kind of stupid. Uh, I know.
Pass block. Pass block is the
Pass
answer.
block is
When in
agility.
doubt,
It's a double. It's a double. You
pass
need a
block is
double for
a
agility.
general pass. Pass block is general access.
It's general, really.
Yes, you
I
never
didn't know
take it.
that. Oh, come on. I was so sure that it was agility. Ah, come on.
It's a sneaky git that is really bad in the agility tree.
Well, we have a sneaky kid player in Gman 1.
One of them. And I don't think Dreamify said that he was worth it for the sneaky git. It was mostly testing, which is something you should do. So yeah,
Of course.
Alv on the other. Ooh. Well, I believe this movement bust is new. And 2 MNGs, one on alignment, meaning no bench, and one of the hero runners, the leap one, is really going to be missed next game.
Ah, come on. This next game in the best, one of the best players, plus the movement bust in the Ulf. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Look at this team. It's 1200 TV. It's like
Well, he's going to get quite a lot back for next week, but the team still needs better berserkers, and he's not getting there
he's
yet.
getting two loners for his next game. It feels unfair.
Yeah.
But okay, they've been struggling for the last seasons. So they are in a really narrow death spiral.
Yeah. As long as no one dies, I think Major Bite is okay with that.
Yeah, the berserkers keep surviving. That's good. And now that he has one with Mighty Blow. That's nice. Aye. Kind of sad. I like this team, but they're really suffering the wrath of Nuffle.
God damn it, Metal.
Metal. That joke
God,
is simply.
God damn it, Metal. I'm not even reading that. No. Like, if you do another one, I'll play the clip of you saying no, so it will be on the recap.
No, no, no.
I mean, no, no, you can't keep the cycle open. No, no, it just allows no.
Oh, come on. So next one we have the mighty reptiles
Against
versus
humanly
humanly
bear.
bear.
Yes, the humans were beaten 2-0. That was a pretty tough match after losing the natural one turner the week before.
Yeah, feels bad.
I it seems like the humans didn't die, which is nice comparing to the week before. But that's a very nice win for the lizards. I don't spot anything new on the humans. Maybe this tackle. I will. No, the tackle is a thing that was there before. On the other hand, the lizards they took the match. The souls are the same, and it seems like the skinks are the same as well. Maybe the diving tackle here is new.
They have one skink leveled, Adam
Yes.
Banks the second, so
Yeah, he
that's the
took
new guy.
diving tackle. I'm really unsure about the diving tackle first mentality. We've talked about it before, so like I usually think
Mm,
sidestep is like safer. Diving tackle really means you're at a point where you're okay with him dying, which you're always okay with him dying. But like if he rolls Agi up like this guy, like Luis Mendoza, you're really sad that it wasn't sidestep, because sidestep is a lot better with the Agi. Ooh, some kind of wizard over here. We pretty much in time for us talking about his team, I think.
yes, how many hearts are there available in this Twitch stuff?
Yeah, quite a bit actually. Maybe some of them are like emos from channels. But yeah,
Yeah, from Protoss, Zerg, and Terran. This sounds like StarCraft.
yes. Hey,
Tilo, oh no, really?
really? Now, like, we're gonna go back for that because that would be funny, and he would love that.
Oh, come on. That's the bane.
So yeah, some kind of wizard
Oh,
took a 2-1 victory against the top of the division, the Cash Group Pardue.
yeah, and we were not betting on Wizard to win this game. Let's be fair. We know that he's capable of the best and also of the worst.
Yes. Sometimes he takes
And
pass block, sometimes he takes actual block. Like that's how extreme the some kind of wizard train can get.
oh my god. Yeah,
No,
and,
no.
and he was playing the top of the division, and we trusted the top of the division to carry the game, but they were not able to overcome the Necro. So
Also,
two to
yeah,
one
to
win.
to some kind of wizard in chat, leave now.
Oh, and he also battered the humans. Three
Yes.
injuries, 58 blocks. These are a lot of blocks.
Yeah,
You give so many blocks to a Necro team, you are dead.
that's also like insane as a game. Pretty much 100 blocks in a single game. That's a lot, especially because these teams are not like orcs versus orcs.
The joke from Wizard is much better than the one from Metal.
Yeah, because Metal is trying too hard.
well, I mean, he has his moments. Let's admit it. Okay, so I'm
Let's
catching up.
look
Uh,
at Wizards team. We did see that the MVP brought a level up to one of the werewolves, giving him block. Outside of that, I don't see anything
real
different.
block, no pass block.
Yes, good choice
Who
there.
died? Rookie lineman.
Oh.
Nobody cares.
But yeah, like Wizards team now slightly recovered after losing the Mighty Blow
You,
Wolf.
you know, after playing so much Clan League, it's kind of unusual to me to see Werewolf without Mighty Blow.
Well, he did lose his Mighty Blow, I believe, on week 3, which was very sad. But he's on the way back there.
Mm,
Team is still pretty strong, just good all around. Maybe the Flesh Golems want more level and the Wolf, but if you want all Wolves, you need to pay the Golem tax.
yes, still he has one of the fastest teams around. with 2 movement 8, movement 8, counting the walls, and then a movement 7 white. This extra mobility is what makes the Necro really dangerous, and it's nice.
One sec, Viking Cop. I need to do something especially for metal, so I think you are going to enjoy that one because I have it saved always. I'm not reading it to the poor people that are watching, but metal is throwing like all the puns at us, and it's like horrible. And I'm waiting for my intellect to actually work so we can.
Oh, oh, Wizard is really bold from you.
Oh, come on, yes,
Middle, okay.
yes, come on, Twitch, work. Well, it will eventually work.
Matt, do it.
Um, well, Twitch really doesn't want to work.
What
No, because I
what
mean,
some
No, no,
kid the
no.
wizard could get. Oh,
It's actually not playing because my internet is really bad at both
no,
uploading.
because I mean, look
Well, I
at
think
it this way.
metal.
What if it was just like, oh no, I'm a Wood Elf team. Like,
Ah, the internet really doesn't want to shame metal. You win this one.
Ah.
But yeah, like
That's actually a good one. Oh, come on. Oh, oh.
God damn it,
Oh,
metal.
it's really too late. What else? Yeah, I think that Wizard could do with another dirty player in this team, but still is really looking really nice.
Well, is there a point where you have too many dirty players?
No,
Really? Because
yep.
I have proof of Gengar having a team with like 14 man roster and 5 dirty players. Is
And
is that okay?
well, yes. I'm not saying it is balanced. I'm saying it's okay because it gives you a lot of strength for the fouling play. In the fouling game, you're king with 5 dirty players.
Yeah, but you're never going to use all of them without getting
Mm,
into your own bench.
well, I got like 5 sent-offs in one of my playoff games some time ago, so
Yeah, but then like you
eventually,
play with 6 players because you sent off all of your own.
well, but if you're killing the players of your opponent, that's not a problem.
Game plan, roll good dice.
All the good dice.
God damn it, Metal. Stop.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
we're having some fun here.
Oh
Really,
yeah,
we
we
are.
didn't look at the cash crew. Metal is distracting
Oh,
me. Well,
let's
Metal.
go to the cash crew. How they're looking?
Yes, they did lose to
Yeah,
good old
okay,
some
we
kind of
know
wizard,
that.
but I don't see much difference. You said they lost a rookie lineman, which isn't a
Yeah,
real
rookie
person.
Linus don't count really. He has a lot of cash to
Yeah,
replace him. In fact, I think that he already replaced him.
probably.
He has 12 players. I would advise to get at
Another
least
one.
one more bench.
And dirty player.
Ah, of course. Shame on you. Shame on you, JJ Cash.
Yeah. 3 blitzers really close to level up, so we might see those in the next few weeks. But the team looks pretty strong. He was the top of the division for a reason, and I think he's hoping for a playoff spot. He's definitely with a
Oh, I
star to
like
do
the
it.
name. Cyclops Griggs. I like the name. The one with the patch. With the eye cover. Penny Pincher, the ogre. Nice.
For the last match of that was played, Natty Dread won against the fumbling Beige Militia, so after I believe drawing the week before with Bleeding Hippie, the Chaos were defeated by the second set of Chorfs.
Yeah, this Chaos team has suffered some losses. A big Mikey Junior, Junior, Junior. There are
You
three
can
juniors in
feel
one
the
player and
pain.
four juniors in another.
I think he
So,
fired like two beastmen that were like one was armor busted, I think the other was niggled, and he just got the
mhm,
cash to finally get to four warriors again, which is very
mm,
nice. It only took
it's
him 5 games,
yeah,
and he
it's
has like all
100k.
the juniors.
Yeah, well, he has a good killer. This Chaos Warrior is very nice. Paddy looks very nice with the kill plus guard combo. This is one promising star player. Courtesy Bear, the Beastman, with plus strength and yeah, not super killy, but with tackle and mighty blow, it's also a good piece. Strength 4 makes him a really dangerous one because Strength 5 during blitzes means 3 die against Strength 2 players, such as Gather Runners or Wood Elf Catchers. Very nice. Then he's getting some guard in the Beastman, some additional claw mighty blow for line of scrimmage blocks or blitzes. It's looking nice.
Yep.
He needs to buy more players, but I guess that if you have
Well,
lost two two
he
Chaos
has
Warriors,
a problem right now with
yeah,
the bank.
yeah, he needs to ask for a credit. So total value for this team is 15-10. Okay, no bench is the only issue, or the only problem that I may see they have. And low fun factor also 4 only. That's kind of
Yes.
strange. Still keeps the TV trim. Okay.
Well, he got some losses and some draws, so you can lose the fan factor that way, which helps. Like you get more endorsements thanks to that, especially against like the top team of the division, because you can easily find yourself with like 7 fan factor less at times, which is like a free babe and a little bit left over. But yeah, that was last week. Let's go for. Uh, oh yeah, we didn't look at the Chorf team because the Chorf team won 1-0, and I don't believe any new skill was gained.
There is a hobo
Yeah,
leveling.
the kick guy leveling probably going to take dirty player. There is a lot of money in the bank, probably just going to be wasted. Maybe get another hobgoblin to go to 14.
Mm, yeah, I don't see anything to point here besides. No, 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 nothing here. The two bull centers have leveled recently. One is a killer type player, Sacker, I would say maybe, and the other is the ball carrier with guard as at the fifth skill. That's kind of
I like
well.
guard, but it really feels weird when you gave him mighty blow, because tackle would have made more sense with mighty blow.
Mm, well, you never have enough guard. That to be said,
Yes,
and it's a
that's
strength
true.
4 piece. Strength 4 with guard is very good.
Yep. I would have liked to see guard on both of them, and like in my opinion, the Dodger 3 shouldn't have just taken the mighty blow. But if you take mighty blow, you probably should commit to it with taking tackle.
Yeah. Well, I'm not completely sure on how the bull centaurs developed past the third, fourth skill.
Right? It's confusing because you have way too many options. Like block and break tackle are like the obvious options.
Yeah, I think break tackle would have been a better option, indeed.
Yeah. Even if it's only +1 to the dodge for the, it's like taking 2 heads on a beastman.
Yeah, but it helps a lot.
Yeah.
I can tell you of that.
Like when you really need it, having it there helps a lot. So yeah, that now it was all the matches. Let's go quickly over the matches. Number 1 against number 2.
Ooh, this one is going to be interesting, but I'm going to support our friend Infinite Pink in this
Yeah.
one. 'Cause his team
We
is
are
just great.
100% not biased, so we are both voting
No,
for
no bias
Infinite
here.
Pink.
No bias. We are not. We're being totally objective, guys.
Yes. You have no proof against us. But yeah, I think Infinite Pink can just murder a lot of humans and win that way. Like, the humans have some blodge, but Pink has 2 tackle, which maybe is not enough, but probably will be,
Yeah.
considering every hit should be an injury towards Infinite Pink.
Yeah, the humans have 5 tackle themselves. That is going to be really helpful against them.
Like, look at all of that. Dodge. You have dodge not here, and not here, and not here. You have 1 dodge.
Metal, please no more.
Yeah, it's too much. I'm following it, but I'm just ignoring it. Although the last one was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Aye.
So yeah, Infinite Pink taking a 6-0 victory over the Cash Crew Pardue.
6-0.
Yeah,
That's a
6-0.
bit exaggerated, but okay.
Yeah, 5-0 maybe.
Then we have the Meaty Reptiles versus the Nutty Dreads. And this is a hard call.
Well, it's lizards, and the lizards do have quite a lot of guard. 3 guard on the lizards, compared to, I believe, not too much more on the Chorfs. I believe something like 5.
No, there's like 4, 5,
No,
5.
5.
Yes. There is one Claw Mighty Blow. Jimmy Cliff that needs to make a needs to have a good day, because if he's not able to remove the Saudi, I think that the Chors are going to struggle.
Yes. Yeah, like, lizards usually really just outstrength the Chorfs by so much, which makes life difficult. But if you do manage to get like 1 or 2 injury on a source, the lizard team falls apart quickly. So receiving here really matters, because if you receive as the Chorfs, you get the chance to kill one of the source before the game actually starts, which really helps. And the lizard just need to hope no one gets injured.
Yeah. Also, the Chors are really good at removing skinks.
Yes.
Although some people believe that skinks are not real players and they don't deserve to be upvoted. Eventually, it counts for pitch control purposes.
I really don't know what you're talking about. Wait.
Oops.
No clue.
clicked something wrong.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very tough matchup for both coaches. Probably slightly favor towards the Chorfs, but not by a lot. It can definitely end as a 1-1 draw. Just because the Chorfs didn't remove enough Lizardmen. And like, if the Lizardmen get the Chorf down, especially that Claw Mighty Blow that is AV busted, then like the Lizards can also swing and just take the win that way. Yeah, you now don't have any puns for the podcast. You wasted like a solid 10 puns.
Yeah. You spent the best ones.
Yes. Well, some of them were pretty bad.
Mm. Some of them were not.
Yeah.
Okay. Balance, but I would say that it's slightly in favor of the Lizards.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I can understand because it's such a close match.
Yeah.
Going to
Because
be an
I've played
interesting
myself against the Lizards when they have a bit developed, when they are a bit developed with my Killy Chaos team, with semi-Killy Chaos team. And if you don't really are not able to remove them from the pitch, then you really cannot progress. They stop you on your tracks.
As a lizard coach, I can confirm. But I think that because of the Claw Mighty Blow and probably having 2 dirty players with the level up, he will just try to get that injury as fast as he can. And the Bull
of course,
Centaurs are pretty annoying.
But also, this Claw Mighty Blow player is going to get target every
Yes.
single turn by the Lizard Man. And he's armor 8, so he has a bit of handicap in there.
Yep. Going to be one of the more interesting matches because it's pretty close. Although Infinite Pink against JJ Cash should also be pretty close as well,
Yeah.
if we are serious. So, two interesting matches. For the third match, the Fumbling Beige Militia now take the last Chorf and the third one in a row. So, Fedic going to take against Ken, and like he managed to do it against Bleeding Hippie, but I just don't think he will be able to do it again. He did lose to the other Chorfs, and it's just such a difficult time having no bench and bad Chaos Warriors.
He has 2 Claw Mighty Blow, and the Chores have 1 Claw Mighty Blow. It will heavily depend on whose hits are firing up earlier.
Yeah, the Chorfs have the fouling option and more bench to handle the
Yeah,
damage, and
and the Chaos has the inducements,
yes.
so they can get some Merc for the line of scrimmage, some Wizard to really be annoying in the real game, and some Babes
Well,
to
they
help
get
them recover from
two
Chaos.
Beastmen loners to go back to 11, so they only get like
50,
250.
that's not that much.
Yeah, that's like a wizard and two babes, which is not bad, but like if injuries arrive, it's not going to be enough, especially because Ken will be willing to foul you with two dirty players in a bench.
Yeah, if Ken wins the toss and there are no reserves in the Chaos team,
It,
they may
it can get
play an
over
uphill battle.
quickly.
Yeah, because Ken is going to foul them for
Yeah.
sure.
Just like mighty blow, claw mighty blow, another mighty blow, and then a foul. And if you like lose like two players on the first turn, you never recover. Especially because you are also outguard quite heavily, and you don't have too much strength because the Bull Centaurs are there.
And you have 2 rookie warriors without even block.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would put my money on the Chores this
No.
time.
It's going to be a tough match for Fedic, but maybe he can pull it off again. Next match, Uwendo's chance against the famous some kind of wizard.
Urwandor versus Wizard. Oh!
Now, this is a match that can go.
This is a random game. Come on.
Yeah, like this is like as close as we can get to a coin toss, and because of that, the answer is always a draw because the Wendor is involved. And when
Yeah,
we
well, yeah, that's a good that's a good reasoning. Yes, to be fair, yes.
in Wendor we trust.
Nice.
Yeah,
That
it's going
means
to
lots of
be.
fouling. Lots of fouling.
Yeah. So it's also pretty close in like actual team strength and like development. Wizard probably has a slightly stronger team thanks to a little bit more guard, but not by a lot. Just because how Claw Mighty Blow can be annoying against your flesh golems, because losing them really hurts.
No tackle in Urwander's team?
Well, uh, that's very possible, but there is only 3 blodge from some kind of wizard. Yes, no tackle.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. I think that part of me wants to give this to the Necro because of the fast team and the lack of tackle for Uwendor. Um, I think it's going to be a problem. I saw him struggling against the humans because he wasn't able to find pause to bring the catchers down. On the other hand, it's Urwandor, and he's the king of the draw. So, yeah, draw is a likely option.
Yeah. Draw is likely. Anything can happen because some kind of wizard is also involved. So it's going to be an interesting one to watch just because of the high variance in the options. Like someone might just lose all of his team in a single game, and no one will be surprised.
Yeah, definitely.
Next match we have BDSL against Humanly Bear, so Savaho against Hyakro.
Mm, That's an interesting one too.
Darkev's quite high on TV with 200 TV above, a lot of blodge, some tackle. They do have straight ball, but the humans obviously have the sure hands.
And they have some block mighty blow too.
Yes, and a little bit of guard and a pretty nice ogre.
Yeah, the ogre is looking nice.
Now
Yep.
losing the natural one turner of this team really hurts. And but like in theory this should be where humans do well against something like dark elves. So maybe they should be able to pull this one off. They do have a nice killer, some guard, like, and they do have two tackle with mighty blow, one tackle without mighty blow.
Plus the mighty blow of the ogre.
Yep.
Then they also have a half an elf in disguise for the thrower with accurate.
Yeah.
And they are faster. So they are faster than the elves, and they hit harder than the elves. They have more guard than the elves. Elves have more agility.
And
That's the only
blodge.
and
And a
bloods
lot
everywhere.
of blodge.
Yes, but if they lose, how is the bench? They have two player bench.
There will be a wizard for the humans though.
There will be a wizard for the humans and maybe a bribe. If they want to spend some of their cash on
Yes.
it. Ooh. Ooh. Can't make an opinion on this.
Yep. It's pretty
Really
close.
close.
So, but like this is a match you really don't feel like it will go to a draw, because if the wizard properly works and does its job, and like the humans can bring the pain, then they should win it. But if they don't, then like the elves should have a very strong game because the team is so solid.
Is that Witch Nigel?
I think so. Yes, she is.
Oh, shame.
Burn her!
Yeah, burn the witch. Burn the witch. Yeah, I can see the humans taking the game.
Yep.
If they get lucky. But on the other hand, there is a crazy amount of bloods for the Dark Elves. So
It's going to be a tough one. I think I'm leaning overall to Dark Elves winning more of the times, but it's a game where like draw. At least I feel like it's never happened. Like
there's going to be a wizard, and
Yes.
I think that this could be key for the humans to counter the Dark Elves.
well, it really like coaches need to have their top game in this one because it's not going to be an easy one, but it's not like such a difficult match where you kind of give up and just pray for good dice because it's really close. So definitely a misplay can just decide the game on its own, but I think that maybe the Dark Elves have a tiny edge, but it's really tiny because like draws are not going to be common, and like maybe a 5% win chance more to the Dark Elves if they both play very well, because perfect doesn't exist.
Yeah. Okay, this one I would like to see if to watch if possible.
Yes. One to look out for, because like a lot of good matches from Division 2 this week, because some top of the table matches with the Lizardmen and the Chorfs, and the Ilfred Pink against the humans, and Humanly Bear against BDSF. Not too high on the table, but still an interesting one just because of how close the matchup is. Now, the next match makes me sad, but like every time I see Major Bites match, I get sad. So, yeah, Major Bite taking Bleeding Hippie, and I think this one we can say very shortly that missing an Wolf and the better runner, like Major Bite is not going to have a good time. even with a lot of inducements. Like, he probably will need to induce a dirty player lineman, at least one, and some bribes, and the star player as his game plan. But like most of the time, it's just not going to be enough because the Chorfs are going to shred him. Like Bleeding Hippie has all the guard and all the mighty blow to just destroy an Norse team like this one.
No, this is really unbalanced game.
A sad
There are
one for
like
Major Bite.
400 in inducements.
Nearly
That
500.
means a wizard that I don't know.
Can get like Wizard, Cheney, and a
Lots of
bribe.
mercs. You will have Cheney probably because of the claw, and then some mercs for for fodder. Really hard call for Major Bite here again.
Just a little bit too much asking from the inducements, especially when he misses an important runner and the important wolf. Going to be a very bloody match, but not an enjoyable one unless you really
Yeah.
hate Major Bite for some reason. And if you do hate Major Bite, get out of this league.
Yes,
Like,
please.
just go away. We don't like you. You're banned. Final match.
Yeah. Final
Of
match. Nostalgic Memories Pro Elves versus Underworld. Oh.
Now, before Viking Cop says Underworld immediately, let's look at the matchup. Proev is quite fast, quite agile.
And they pack a
Elfie.
punch too.
Yeah, the Mighty Blow is going to be very nice in this matchup. On the but they don't have a bench, but they have the money to get one. On the other hand, Carlos Ibs has no bench as well, but a lot of inducements and pretty nice killers. Although the claw is not going to be very useful against Armor 7, and only one tackle.
Hardcore, man. I would like to say Underworld for this one, but but um, these pro elves are really fast and really scory team, so they can really counter any touchdown that the Underworld can make really easily and really fast.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Lava Jackal will have to get like one or two in the bench. If for some reason he doesn't, maybe you can win just by enough attrition early on. But if he does, which is the likely option, it's just going to be really difficult to actually like, get a numbers advantage because you only have one tackle. And like star players are nice. Skitter Stab is pretty good because it's a gutter runner.
And it
But
has a stab
yeah,
versus pro elves. That's kind of good.
but like he's a nice gutter runner. But you have movement 9 blodge catchers, which are a lot better than a gutter runner. Because Skitter Stab has like stab, tail, and shadowing, which are
Shadowing.
nice.
Shadowing OP.
Yeah, shadowing is OP, but if you use him aggressively, he's just going to get mighty blown in the face, which probably means you need to use him as a more like fast player to do the scores, but you just don't compete with the speeds of the pro elf.
Well, instead of Skitter, he could try Glart because he's block and strength 4.
But against the blodge, that's not too strong.
Mm. Well, maybe he can just stack up on bribes.
Like he can get like a chainsaw and some bribes and skitter and like the wizard still because he has all the inducements, especially when you assume Lava Jacket is going to get one or two additional players. That will be more than 500,000 in inducements,
Well,
closer to
it's
600.
everyday story. At the end, if the underworld guys are able to put their inducements into good use, they will totally wreck pro elves.
Well,
But
even
if
then, like the Wolves can just score with like 4 players safely,
yeah,
just because of how fast they are.
I think that I think it's going to be a hard call
No,
for the underworld. This one.
it's going to be a very difficult match for them. They can win it, but just the one tackle really incapacitates them here. I think this is the matchup where you really want more than one, because if you lose him or he's out of position, like the elves can just do whatever they want.
Yeah, that is true.
Now, quick look at the leaderboards. Pink versus JJ Cash will happen this week, so
Nice.
quite an interesting match. Going to probably decide the top of the division for next week. Hippie going to take major bite, so maybe in the case of a draw, Hippie can actually climb to the top instead of Infinite Pink. And also a big matchup in Big Easy TP against Creatan, also deciding one of the top slots in the division.
Yeah,
Yep.
really nice to see that there is some good fight in the top of the classification board.
Yes. Tickets for this division as well. Not like this is really close. Like the difference between top and sixth is 4 points, and
Too early.
top is going to a tough matchup.
It's too early to say anything but the fact that Pink is going to qualify. No
Yeah.
bias.
Yeah, Pink is going to go perfect record, even though he already got a draw. Don't like we are going to go into the game's code, remove the draw, give him another win, and he's going to go 13-0-0. If Major Bite can put a Rebel Bone on the pitch, he can remove a draw. Because of the same reason, Major Bite is also going to qualify with a perfect record.
Oh yes, indeed.
So yeah, really tough division. Like the 3 divisions of Gman are pretty interesting this season. No clear like breakthrough. Actually, Gman 1 is the one
With
most polarized really with the perfect records.
yeah, well, the hype for the perfect record is always there, but it's almost impossible to get.
13
And
wins, yeah.
because you don't only need to have a good team and to be an excellent coach, but you also need the dice. And someday, for some reason, the dice will fail you
Yeah.
in
Like
the long run. So
like the thing is, if you get perfect record during the seasons, like you go to playoffs and get like the most horrible set of dice because you wasted all of your luck and you just fall on the first round and everyone
exactly.
laughs at you
Yeah.
because you don't
Yeah.
get a hype video that way.
Yes. Hype video, best video.
Yes.
You are longing for a hype video yourself, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, like I'm from an era where they weren't really a thing, so like the team is famous enough without a hype video. We don't need the hype video to make sure everyone knows about some silly orcs.
Nah, you're a bad liar.
Oh, I definitely want one.
Yeah, well, this is your chance.
uh,
5-0, this is your chance.
yeah, I think I can qualify doing well in playoffs. Like, I have been in playoffs in the past. Not in a time where I could actually get a hype video, even if I did well. But I didn't do well. Mostly, like, I lost the first time because I played poorly. Like, I won a match, and then lost to Kool-Aid after I played rather poorly. And then Fiction just killed my team. But we're back.
Nice.
So yeah, with that done, this was the week 5 recap of Gman. Thank you so much to Viking Corp to joining me today or
The pleasure
tonight.
is mine.
Thank you for Infinite Pink for dying. You will be remembered. Thank you to Metal for supplying us with a lot of puns that we didn't read because the viewers don't deserve this. And to anyone else watching, thank you so much for watching either on the Twitch or the YouTube, and have a nice week.